Courtney Cox here for NESN.com, joined now by our good friend John Campbell from Odds Shark. John, it is March. We're 2 days into March, which means we got to talk about March Madness. We're going to break this thing up into conference play. So let's start with the ACC. Notre Dame had senior night last night. We've got UNC as the #1 team in the conference, with Notre Dame right behind them at #2. Duke, who everyone always wants to vote for, root for, they've had an up and down season. What can you tell me about the ACC?
Well, Duke's 4-1 coming in to win the ACC conference tournament next week, and I don't really like their chances. They've been the worst bet actually in recent seasons in their conference tournament. They're 1-7 against the spread. I kind of like Notre Dame at 12-1. They're in second place in the conference right now, to sneak in there and maybe win this conference tournament for them next week.
All right, let's move on to the Big East. Villanova, the reigning champs. They had a championship run last year. They're #1 in the Big East again this year. What do you like about them?
Yeah, another fantastic team here for Villanova. They're 8-1 to win it all this year, and may not be too bad a bet. They're the clear-cut favorites here in the Big East. They're -115 coming into their tournament, and I think they've got a great shot to win it again. I'm sure we'll see them as a #1 seed coming into the NCAA tournament.
And last but certainly not least, the West Coast Conference. You look at Gonzaga, they were looking like they were going to have an undefeated season. They don't, however, with another West Coast Conference team, BYU, putting an end to things. What's that going to do for the Zags heading into conference tournament and beyond?
Well, they're still the heavy favorite at -450 to win the West Coast Conference tournament, so no big surprise there. Sometimes I think it actually helps a team when they're undefeated to get a loss under their belt. It leaves them with a little less pressure going into things. So I think this actually might help Gonzaga heading into their conference tournament.
All right, well, there you have it. John, always great to talk with you. You can follow along with him on Twitter at Johnny Oddshark or myself at Cox Courtney, but make sure to keep it locked in right here at NESN.com for all your college basketball needs.